Hey everyone, it is Paul with your Bold Profits Daily. Today I want to give you an update on something that right now is a rapid and growing part of the America 2.0 revolution, and it is going to be a rising part of the fourth industrial revolution that is remaking America, remaking every part of our economy, and it is something that is getting a lot of interest. However, for right now, the vast majority of what is going on in this sector, however, calling it a sector for a lot of folks would seem like a little odd, because right now there's really very little that you can actually tangibly see about this part of our economy that is small, however, is growing, and I believe it is going to be even faster growing as the fourth industrial revolution remakes America into America 2.0. And the sector I'm talking about is space. That's right, you'll see I've got my Occupy Mars hoodie on here. And when you look at all the things that are going on, you look at companies like SpaceX. Now, SpaceX, even though it's a private company, is valued by private markets in excess of $30 billion. $30 billion. Now, this is a company that's been around, I believe, since about 2002. So in about 18 years, this has become a fairly large company, and it is making transformative technologies. If you would have told somebody, even truthfully, even 10 years ago, that we could send rockets into space and bring them back, that's right, send them into space and bring them back, people would have told you were crazy. And I'm thinking that that's exactly what they told Elon Musk when he first proposed this idea. However, we can do that, and we successfully do that now on a regular basis, that largely we are now taking this for granted, that we can do this. And when you go and look at other extraordinary things that we are doing with space, the plans that we are making in terms of really being able to go and colonize, whether it be the moon or Mars, this is something that we are clearly set on our way to do. And while I've gotten a lot of grief from telling people that, in my judgment and the way that I look at the world, the space industry today is where perhaps the airline industry was, say, in the early 1900s or 1920s, when the airplane first came about. No one could imagine that today we would sit in these aluminum tubes with these fiery sources of power that we call engines today, and it would be as safe and as commonplace and as useful as it is today. And equally today, the idea of occupying Mars for some folks will seem as wild. However, I would tell you that that's where space is today. Today, it seems a little bit from a different realm, from a different world. It's definitely the newest of the new world ideas that you can think about. However, we are doing it. And what Elon Musk and SpaceX have done by simply being able to now finally achieve on bringing rockets back from space back, we have started to shrink the cost of being able to do space exploration. And there is another thing that is also going on, which we've told you about, and it's there in a prominent part of my America 2.0 presentation, which I really recommend that you watch, in which I lay out the scenario for America 2.0, which is that to get to the next part of making cheaper the cost of space exploration, there is a technology that is absolutely critical to SpaceX, to all the other folks that are out there doing this, and that is 3D printing. There is no way that we could ever really transport everything that we need to the moon or to Mars. However, we can take 3D printers. We can take kits that we can turn into 3D printers that can make virtually everything. 3D printing is such a phenomenal, astonishing, incredible, and versatile technology. It can make food, it can make buildings, it can make rockets, it can make parts, it can do almost anything that we want it to. It is the modern day machine, except all into one. And all you need for it is ultimately a computer in which you can design something, and then the ability to print it out to the specs that have been laid out. And it is key to the exploration of space, and is one more reason why I would tell you that when you think about America 2.0, you do have to really start to believe in the idea that the future is going to be different than the past. And because we've had largely in the last 30, 50 years, largely very stable set of sort of assumptions around what we think about is our economy, what we think is our country and our society, it may seem like America 2.0 seems like something that is sort of far out in the distance. And I can tell you that if you are watching what is going on in the space industry, it will tell you that this is happening right now. And the time to get in is now, because everything about the stock market, whether it was in the year 2000 or through that massive bull market through the 1990s and even the 80s, was that the vast majority of people missed out, because for them it seemed like the internet was an idea that was way into the future, that online retailing seemed way into the future, that the idea that you could send messages around the world in a second seemed so far into the future. And so they missed out. And that's where we are with America 2.0. That's where we are with the fourth industrial revolution. And I would tell you, now is the time to get in. The way to get in is to use me, use our team, use Profits Unlimited, which is my flagship newsletter, as your guide, where we focus exclusively on the fourth industrial revolution that is remaking America. And for that, I would tell you to click on the strong hands that is right above there. It will take you to a page that will give you all the details on how you can get in. So that's my video for this week. Space, 3D printing, big parts of the emerging America 2.0 fourth industrial revolution happening right now. You should get in on this. Give me a thumbs up if you can on this video. Subscribe to our channel. Comment below. Are you seeing the space revolution unfolding in certain places? If you live in Florida, Alabama, and you're seeing it, you're experiencing it, do you want to invest in it? Comment below. All right, now I have another one of these for you next week. Until then, this is Paul saying bye.